So much is happening. I went to a doctor's appointment on Friday. This bitch moving all the time. Every time we're in an appointment, every time we need to see her face, she's like, no pictures, I'm busy. It's like, what's gonna happen at 14? She's kicking all day and night. Jordan's like, oh my God. And I'm like, is she gonna stop soon? Like, what's going on? I can't wait to have a baby, have her be on a little bit of a schedule after 4 weeks and go have sushi. It's all I think about. Anyway, yeah, things are going well for me. So Hailey Bieber has come out on the scene. She is giving us major fashion moments. She's been giving us looks all over New York City that I die for. She's been giving us looks in Milan. She's giving us Bottega coats. She's giving us boots. She's giving us all of the things that I'm sort of giving us from home. Hailey has been rocking a fall trend that is starting to really pop on the scene. She's been giving us yellow, but not your typical yellow. It's been very buttercreamy. It's been very sort of lemon zesty. It's been sort of like a light buttercream lemon zest beige butter hue. Right? It's like all of these things mixed in. She gave us a Bottega Veneta shearling jacket, which was just like, people are like, I don't like that coat because you don't understand that coat. That coat is amazing. Also, someone else giving us a little bit of yellow vibes, me. You know, I hate talking about myself. I hate even having to do this show, but you know what? Someone has to. Someone else following in his wife's footsteps is Justin Bieber, giving us buttercream looks from head to toe. Cream dreams, as I like to say. I've overused that caption. It's fine. Nobody notices. But he's kind of giving us this buttercream crew neck like sweater with the matching pants. Solid monochromatic look. Looks so fresh. They're hot. I know Justin Bieber and I had our weird moment or whatever because I made that bad joke and stuff, but like I feel like he'd forgive me. He just did SNL. If you guys have not caught that, I highly suggest that you go back and find it. He did sort of this like very real adult and almost I would say vulnerable different performances from him, things you don't expect. It was really a sign of maturity and growth. He's killing it. I really think that Hailey has brought out the good in him. Another person I really want to talk about, Gabrielle Union, giving us an oversized pantsuit with the different hues of yellow. She gave us a lemon bright yellow, a mustard and orange, looking all sorts of perfect. Serving major face there and major outfit. So the next trend I want to talk about that both Hailey Bieber and I have shared, which it's not a new trend. Girls have been doing this for a long time. I actually only dabble in it sometimes because it's not the most me naturally, but like sometimes I have to be that bitch. But it's sort of like chunky black motorcycle boot. I actually got mine last year. I think she got hers last year too. I have no idea why I know that, but I know that because I have no life. We're also really seeing the variations of this boot. I mean, we've been giving you the Rhode boot with the zipper, which are definitely chunky, but not so chunky. And then they go as far as to go into like the Herman Munster range where they're like, I am here, like just so chunky and big and Frankenstein-like. Every celebrity has worn a chunky boot. I mean, we have Courtney doing it, we have Addison Rae doing it, we have Kanye West doing it. This is just an overall continuous trend amongst the Hollywood elite. People love a combat boot. So the one trend that never, ever, ever ceases to exist is always back. It always reinvents itself to the point where you're like, how did this even happen? Is the trench coat. The trench coat forever, if you have to invest in one fall staple, I would invest in a trench coat. If you plan on wearing it for multiple years, and I would probably get like just a simple black one. But the trench coat is definitely a good thing to have. You can throw it over everything, even if you want to go work out and it's cold. It's a little cold. You just want to throw it on over your leggings. Fabulous. Hailey Bieber's looking good. She gave us a long leather trench. It was sort of like a tobacco camel color with this sort of like plum latex leggings and like the red accent shoes. I mean, these are not colors that most people put together and think, God, this is going to work. This takes a specific eye. This takes somebody who knows what they're doing. So the trench coat I wore walking in my home to dinner, my personal paparazzi, Jordan, takes my photos and then yells at me because he's like, I don't want to take your photos. But actually, he doesn't yell at me. He's actually really sweet and patient, but it's still early. He'll tell me to off eventually. It is actually a trench coat, but it's almost like a long tuxedo blazer with a satin lapel. I can't even handle her. I mean, I just talk to her when I'm alone. She really moves well. She's got a beautiful shape. She goes over everything. Pretty much if you have that jacket, you don't need another jacket. I will say that. She's good. She looks expensive. Well, she was, but she really looks it too, which is important. So we've seen Kim Kardashian rock the leather trench. We've seen Salma Hayek rock the leather trench. By the way, shout out to Salma Hayek. That bitch does it for real. We don't even give her enough credit. She really tops the cake. Also, Olivia Palermo, she's been giving us more of like a classic trench. Yeah, all these women trenching it up. There is a brand new episode of Necessary Realness every Saturday, so make sure you what? Subscribe subscribe, okay? Did I say subscribe? Don't forget to do that, subscribe. And make sure you check out all of the other videos on the E! News YouTube channel because they are all fabulous.